Don't forget, in last 100 years, millions of dollars was recovered in gold, silver, and other valuables, and more is being found at a rapid pace thanks to incredible improvements in technology lately. And I'm here to help you find it at an exponential rate. This is Warwick next section of Warwick, and as you can see, there is a possibility there as well. I'm gonna get a closer look. So this is the beginning, the base of Warwick Neck. This is a little inlet. It is high possibility that this could be the place. Here is portion of Warwick Neck. There's houses all around me. It certainly could be the place. Here's the other possibility. In my opinion, this is the highest possibility, highest probability where the chest was buried. It's a very wooded area, as you can see, and there are very nice houses built around here, including Aldridge Mansion. However, during times of our pirate, this place looked very different. It was heavily wooded, I am certain of that, and some structures, houses possibly were built, and since this is one of the few places where heavy afforestation is visible here, I would have to assume that this is the place, most likely the area where the chest was buried. However, best way, and this is the clue for any treasure hunters, of course you have to get permission before you enter any place, any area, private or public. But this is the clue. You ready? You have to look at some old maps of this area, of Warwick area, especially the area, close to the East Greenwich Bay, and look at the early structure, the early houses that were constructed, especially close to the water, because it is said that the chest was buried in a forest between the house and the East Greenwich Bay, in a forest, in a wooded area. So that is very possible that we are looking at it right now. We are looking at the area most likely where the chest was buried, underground. Happy hunting. So happy hunting, happy treasure hunting, and I tell you, this is very interesting area here. But look at old maps. That is very important. Look at the oldest buildings in this area right here. And so this is the only possible place for this chest to be buried, because behind me is Rocky Point Park. It used to be, at least. And the construction of that park would not make it possible for anything to be buried and remain buried. They would find it. And find like this would make tremendous news. Nothing made news, so the chest most likely is still under the ground. As a side note, behind me there is former Rocky Point Park. It unfortunately there was a fire, and then the wrong people were in charge, and got completely got shut down. it was a big loss for the city of Warwick. It was an amazing, beautiful place. Now it's nothing, just old structures left. Behind me you see the blue cement. This is where the big giant swimming pool was. It was filled, of course. Behind me you see the metal structure of the part of the so look how big this swimming pool was. It was giant, it was big, and it was so much fun. I remember so much fun for the kids. And as you can see behind me, the remnants of the chairlift with the cable hanging still. You could view the park, enjoy the ride, but it's all gone. One last look before we say goodbye to the park. The location was just amazing, right on the water. It's gone. You can see the chairlift still standing. The grounds, the location, it was just amazing. As I'm coming back, what caught my attention was that old path here, going back with those large rock structures. This is a little railway tracks. I wonder if this was part of the park. This is very cool, very interesting. I wonder if this was part of the park. If anybody knows, please leave a comment. But it is destroyed now. But large rocks look very interesting. I'm still in the park area. Look at this cool little stream going by, completely abandoned. That must have looked so nice at one point in time, not too long ago. And that's all is left. I'm still at the Rocky Point. This is the type of forest where the chest possibly could be buried, right in this area. Also, please comment, perhaps giving me suggestions of new sites you want me to make a program about, and share so we can form a community of treasure hunters who cooperate with each other, and so we can increase our chances of success.